Hello, everyone. Welcome to the recorded podcast. We're not doing it live, obviously, because, well, we were at a convention.
We were 200 miles away in person.
Yeah, that's also why you see us here and you see his setup, which he made sure you could see all of his baseball swag.
Yeah, we're not talking through Discord this time.
No, we're using my mic, which should work just fine.
I was about to say, people might not think that we won't be able to speak via any other method but Discord.
I know. And that's why you see the lighting differently, because I always keep a weird setup to make sure it's set for streaming.
And I usually this is my room, and I usually like to keep my lighting dim, so...
I can increase the brightness a little bit in post-production, but if not, I mean, again, this is just a one-time thing.
It does kind of bug me that that my ceiling light kind of obscures Ricky there.
I mean, just think of it as a hypnotic suggestion to donate to me.
Donate to this man.
Because we decided on a goal for me at 100 subs, whether it be gifted or normal. There'd be 3 options for a Genshin cosplay that I would have to do. It's not going to be in time for Frontier. That's way too late, and I already have too much planned. So that's impossible, but I always prefer a different convention, because you could say, hey, can you spare some days and come down here? So that's a fan convention pop up that you tell me about anyway.
Yeah. It's going to be probably just going to be the normal schedule. I hope A-Fest returns to August next year.
I was about to say, because they changed it for this year.
Yeah, it being a week or two after.
A week after A-Fest.
After
Frontier.
Frontier.
So we couldn't. No way in hell.
Kind of pain in the butt. Actually, I need to go run to my room and get my phone, because I need to do my untapped check-ins for our new beers here.
Okay.
Yeah. So keep them entertained.
So I'm gonna shut up the beer then while you're doing that.
RGB.
Bad.
Sweet rave party.
This is the unpredictability you will get when we're together in person. But we're going to talk about our weekend more so than anything else during this time. You'll see our normal kind of thing going on this coming Saturday, 'cause I will put this out this week. Whenever I get back. So the first beer when he gets in here is we have something special that we were told about a month or so ago, actually, back in September.
And we had to look far and wide for it.
Which you never got a chance to get it in time, and it was actually cheaper where we got it.
It ended up working out.
About $5 cheaper for the 6-pack. So this is actually, if Risky even watches this video, he may not. He may not like the lighting. He may complain about it being the Brit that he is. But from his uncle's brewery in Scotland, we have the Innocent Gun Original. Just for you, Risky. There was the other one there, but
yeah, there's a stout there.
No, it was a Caribbean rum cask.
Oh yeah. I just saw like very dark beer, so I assume stout all day.
This beer is single malt whiskey cask matured to unlock natural hints of vanilla, toffee, and oak.
Oh, you're laying it on, aren't you?
I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah, you're trying.
You want to read the back?
Yeah, sure. The original is a beer to be savored. It is single malt whiskey cask matured for smoothness and depth of flavor. Aromas of vanilla, malt, toffee, some orange marmalade, a touch of oak with perfect understated bitterness. It is great on its own and pairs well with full-flavored foods such as seared steak, rich stews, or cheese.
Best served ice cold in its. Well, we don't have a glass. You should maybe set one to us, Risky.
I think us Americans should just be thankful that we even get this nice Scottish beer here in the States, here in the colonies.
Best before sea shoulder. Well,
I need to look this boy.
Best before August. 20. I'm pretty sure it means 2022, or maybe. Given the fact that there was already one sold before this, they probably sell plenty of this in Galveston, which is where we were again.
There we go.
As he was gone, this is what we'll be discussing is our entire trip. Some stuff will also be probably said again when I do the outro to my vlog that I've been recording clips on.
And the Untapped check-in's got even more information. So this is indeed the original Innocent Gun Scottish Export Ale, 6.6 ABV, 18 IBU, from Edinburgh, Scotland. And the description, the details are as such. Our newly branded flagship beer, the one that started it all. Our unique bourbon barrel aging process brings flavors such as vanilla and toffee. We've combined this multi-flavor of our Scotch ale to create an incredible taste experience. We brew the original using our unique barrel into beer method, turning the traditional beer into barrel process on its head without losing any of the wonderful flavors and aromas from the barrel. Malt. Innocent Gun ale malt, crystal malt, and raw wheat. Normal for the style. Hops, super styrene.
I almost read that as Super Saiyan.
I almost did too. Maturation, bourbon-infused heartwood, and our Oka Raiders. Registered trademark. And, yeah.
It has a nice look on it.
6 of my friends have had this on Untapped already. That's pretty well. And it's got high ratings. 3.88 average amongst my friends, and my friends have a very wide variety of tastes. So
I was going to say, some are pretty picky, too.
Yeah, averaging that. Let's see who it was. I bet, Gary, Daryl, Kenny, Isaac, Art. Yep, of course Art's had it.
And most of them were 4 out of 5. One was 3.5, the one was a 3.
Alrighty, so how about we crack this bad boy open?
Yes. And we have 2 more special ones planned, actually. One of which I also had bought. Thank you. And we decided just to drink it out of the bottle because
we'll decant the second and the third, but we just kind of want to enjoy these bad boys on their own. So come by.
Cheers.
Well worth the hype.
That's actually really good.
Yep, as it said, flavors of vanilla and toffee on top of the malts.
Yeah, I get all of that actually,
and I love that.
It was aged 51 days.
Yeah, and that's nice because it provides a little bit of that bourbon flavor, but without that bourbon barrel burn.
Yeah, which will then overtake every ounce of the rest of the beer.
This is actually pretty fantastic.
So I'm guessing you want the other 2 out of the 6-pack.
Sure.
I figured if this was going to be good, otherwise, like, nah.
It's a beautiful golden color, too.
I'm definitely keeping 2 of those 4 for myself, still.
Yep. Just enough of, like, a bourbon sort of that, how bourbon barrel aged beers can be, how they have that sort of wooden flavor and that little tickle of the booze burn. It's got that little tickle and a little bit of that barrel flavor, but it doesn't dominate the beer.
And I have had single malt scotch, and
we prefer single malt, both of us.
And actually, Kilsithian would actually be one to say if it's not single malt, it's just a mixed, and you're not drinking scotch. His words in Discord actually, during our time, remember I told you I was wish I had popcorn for what's going on in Discord.
Yeah. The only rule I've ever been told with whiskey is that it must not have an E in the spelling for it to be real.
Yes.
So, sorry, Americans.
Hey, we don't write the rules. We just see them and we obey them. At least when it comes to alcohol and beer.
And I'm down this bad boy too quickly. I gotta get the check. I gotta get my Untapped check-in in before I drink this all.
Aren't you glad I'm giving you the other 2 that have?
I am. This is actually really fantastic.
Do you regret buying me that 6-pack of Orange Dreamsicle to make up for?
No, it's a good beer, dude. You're gonna like it. It's a little bit sweeter. It's a little bit sweeter than the orange one that I had at Ingenious today.
Ooh, I'm gonna love it though, because I love sweet. So
yeah, we stopped at a brewery in North Houston.
Yes.
On the way back from Galveston today. Ingenious Brewing Company. You've seen a handful of their brews on some of our prior.
And one thing I realized, I didn't realize until after we got it. Of course, the price was the same. They gave me the blueberry fluff and not the other blueberry and not the cookies and cream. So I got 3 sours.
Hey,
it was the same price. I'm pretty sure the cans may have looked the same.
Mm-hmm.
So no big deal.
Yeah, so most of their cans do look the same. Like it's basically just their generic Crowler label.
But all the prices are the same, so it doesn't really matter.
And it's ingenious beer, man. It's so good.
Yeah, it's fine. I was going to actually try of yours, but I think I'm going to enjoy it when I do.
I think the weakest beer that I've had from Ingenious was their California Common, and I still gave that thing like a 7 out of 10.
So, here to here. They just, because I told the guy there, the one that was in the pirate costume, because it was Halloween today.
I'm getting into the meta with my check-in here.
I told him that we do our reviews on Saturday, and we're like this whole trip we've just been going to different breweries on our way that we do, and just picking up different ones to review.
Because on our way down to Galveston on Thursday, we stopped at basically my favorite brewery in the whole state, B52 Brewing. That's also been featured a handful of times on our podcast.
This is true.
So in this weekend, you've gotten to see literally 2 of my 3 favorite breweries in the whole state.
Yeah, we've been to 4 breweries.
4.
I think.
We went to 4. So B52 Brewing in Conroe, Texas. Then Galveston Island Brewing, which you got to stop there if you ever go to Galveston. They are the biggest brewery, and it's a fantastic place to be. And if you're in Galveston anyway, go check out Devil in the Deep Brewing by the Strand.
Oh, it does pop up.
Oh,
White Burn does pop up.
We got a story for this later, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we have a whole story here.
But so yeah, Devil in the Deep Brewing by it's 25th and Post Office, right by the Strand, right by a really nice shopping district, historic shopping district in Galveston, right by the port. So a lot of people take cruises. I don't know, like
I didn't get a picture of the cruise ship. So.
Oh yeah, got to see a cruise ship take off at the rooftop tavern that we went to.
Yes.
And then, anyway, brewery number 4 was Ingenious Brewing Company in Humboldt, Texas. Just immediately next to Bush Intercontinental Airport.
Let's see. Things I've done for this trip. I've never been to a Buc-ee's until today.
You hadn't?
No.
I mean, you've been by the one in Denver quite a few times.
But we've never been inside it.
Really?
Never had to.
Ah.
Never had to gas up.
You had never been to a Buc-ee's before? Man. So, this boy's been in Texas 15 years and hadn't been to a Buc-ee's until today.
Now, here's the thing. I also live in the middle of butt-fuck nowhere in Childers.
I'm surprised that they don't have, one,
There's nothing in
Wichita.
Amarillo, nothing in Wichita. Now, here's the thing. Even your mom was shocked at how much was not near me. I said the nearest anything good is 2 hours
Amarillo
away.
Or Wichita.
Yeah, literally 2 hours one way, 2 hours the other way.
How far is Lubbock?
2.5 hours.
Yeah, okay.
So that's another direction.
And yeah, the closest thing in Oklahoma is Oklahoma City, so
that's about another 2.5 to 3 hours away. So again,
when he says he's in the middle of nowhere, guys, he's in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And yet somehow he's in the middle of nowhere and has better fucking internet than I do.
Yeah, that I don't understand either.
He gets 50 down. He gets 50 down at his place. I get fucking 5 or 6 if I'm lucky here.
50 download, 50 upload.
6 up, usually about 3 or 4 down.
No,
other way around. 6 down, 4 up.
I will say I have tested. It has peaked at 53 each before.
And the thing is, 6 was the peak.
Yeah, 53 was the peak. That's why when I could download a game, it only takes like 2 or 3 hours at most. I'm downloading over almost 100 gigs.
It took it 3 hours to download all 27 gigs of Genshin Impact for my Death Star computer here.
It's about 2 hours. So, let's see. So here's the thing: we went to Onicon. It was definitely small, exactly as it was described as the rumors that was happening.
Yeah.
It's just one floor because we discussed this on the previous.
We discussed it a handful of times.
It ended up being on one floor only. The second floor was only open because the bathrooms were on that floor.
Yeah, it's really weird how this convention center is laid out.
We went to the Genshin panel. Well, don't get me wrong, it was fun being there, but I felt sorry for the ones organizing it because everything went wrong. So they were not given anything they were supposed to ahead of time.
They didn't get their projector until minutes ahead of the actual panel.
And so they were struggling just to get everything, and so they were trying to just do charades instead of Jackbox.
So yeah, that was... But it was really fun just being back in the anime convention atmosphere again. The attendance was encouraging considering how much of the sort of negativity was sort of surrounding Onicon, but it was a nice, festive, relaxed atmosphere amongst those that attended, and I'm very pleased that about I'd say like a solid 50% of the cosplayers at least were Genshin cosplayers, so that was pretty cool.
Which I put 2 pictures on Discord. The second one hasn't reached most Discords, just the one, and I think in worst Discord. Because I told him on the stream, I was like, "Whoa, are you jealous of the waifu I found?" It's like, I am kind of jealous.
Oh yeah, the picture of Yuiganya?
No, this is the one with Raiden Shogun.
Oh yeah.
And because he said, "Oh, what'd you find?" I was like, "I found a waifu." I literally just posted that picture after I tagged him.
And for those in the know, there is exactly one Scaramouche, and yes, they fulfilled all the prophecies by getting their hat stuck in a doorway.
There was also an amazing Beto cosplay, which I wanted to get a photo of, but they were sitting down. And here's a rule of thumb: if a cosplayer is sitting down, they're probably relaxing. So
take it from the pro.
I just complimented them on their cosplays, and I just went on my way because I'm not gonna bother them.
Cosplayers need their rest too.
Because I remember Crow was I was always constantly having to stand up and get a picture. It was the same when I was Shunsui, actually.
Let's see. Gotta check in. We bought this at Specs in Galveston.
Yes, we did. So the reason why you see like a space between this and my arm.
He went out for a day at the beach after we got our wristbands for the convention, but he didn't want to take it off immediately because we were gonna go back to the convention.
So because it was pretty much before the meetup. We walked to Artist Alley, which we were so tempted to buy a lot of things, but we held off because of Frontier coming up. We did buy a couple things in the dealer's room, one of which you'll see during my first stream. Because I'm thinking I'm going to upload this tomorrow on Monday when I get back.
Don't mind my silence. I'm writing my untapped check on this.
Yeah, he's doing that while I'm talking. So it's just fine. So I'm going to upload this probably tomorrow when I get back, which we should be leaving around 9 or 10 a.m. Be there back at 2 or 3, which pull us from the computer. I'll probably move this to the external, so I can then move to the external to the computer without issue with the file, like I keep slacking on. But pretty much after the dealer's room, we went our separate ways for a bit. We looked around, picked up a shirt, we picked up pins.
Lapel pins, not righty pins.
Yeah, like pins you put on your shirt or hat, most likely your shirt or backpack.
For your Ita bags.
So it was pretty much, I was 3 for $30, so I got 3. And in return, he paid for our beers at the next brewery we wanted to. Which was actually Galveston Island Brewing, I believe.
Yes.
It was that afternoon. It was after the meetup. So I remember that.
Ooh, it seems got a little bit of a burn once it gets into the belly.
Well, we also have not eaten very much. Yeah. I ate a sandwich because I was hungry, and snacking on beef jerky can only do so much for me.
Mm-hmm. That picture. Look how it cropped on the feed.
That's awesome.
Yeah. In the meta here.
A recording within a picture. So, went to the beach because my wife was wanting to pick up shells, so I was just following behind her, holding the basket while she just... Because she didn't want to get anything wet that was in there. She had a camera in there. Oops.
That wasn't me.
So...
There's a cat here, but you don't really see it.
So I was only out there for like an hour and a half. Shia was out there for much longer, so she got much more burned than I did.
She got toasty.
Obviously, if I was wearing a shirt... I was wearing the Galveston shirt. So the burn I have is actually very ironic.
That's how you got burnt on your shoulder.
Yes. It looks like, those white beater shirts? It's literally like that kind of sunburn that I have right now.
Fitting.
Yes. Except I'm going to get beat by my wife. It's not a lie. It's not a lie, folks. It happens on stream. So, it's actually the truth. And it usually gets encouraged. Dicks.
Don't believe him. He's not an innocent bystander.
I am definitely an innocent bystander, and it wouldn't be a recording if we didn't have the best chip ever.
Oh yeah. As always, our favorite is it's kind of a trope for us at this point. Like one of us is eating chips. Jesus Christ. I'm afraid to just make this bag burst.
There's a way to actually making this easier. You could just use this little tip right here. And just...
No.
Fine.
I'll monkey brain it.
Okay, making progress.
Okay.
No, I was making progress actually.
Fucking Christ, man. I mean, you can't really reseal the bag this way, can you? But oh well.
I mean, you can.
Oh no.
You should just let me continue.
You only get one,
bitch. Oh, that beat. That beat when I did that.
Huh? It did it?
I crunched right in front of it, the beat. I'm leaving that in there, so I don't care.
Mm-hmm. Mine peaked too.
Yeah, but you weren't ready for it where it's just red the entire time.
Straight red, yeah.
So, also during the trip, I found the hole.
You found a hole?
Well, here's the thing. The water was up to, my ankle. The minute I stepped in, it was all the way up to here. It went from my ankle straight to...
This man almost got isekai'd by the beach.
There's only one way to get isekai'd in a good way.
Oh man, with how my lips are chapped, that salt and vinegar burns my lips.
I mean, mine are still pretty bad, too. So, the beach was fun. We had to do it a second day because the first day was so fucking windy.
Oh my god, dude, the winds in Texas from Thursday and Friday were gusting at consistently 30 or 40 miles per hour and then gusting to 50. It was terrible to drive through.
It started in Childress on Wednesday.
Oh my god.
It started in Childress on Wednesday, then it was just Thursday, then Friday. Saturday was the best day.
It started a little bit here on Wednesday.
Ours was since 3 a.m. Wednesday. Because I was still awake then. I had my stream. So of course I'd be awake. Which I barely made through that damn thing. If my device wasn't charging, I'd be playing exactly what was keeping me awake.
Those are some nice crunchy boys. Yeah, it's a good beer it's a good beer for me when I finish it this quickly.
I mean, I'm getting there too. I usually don't.
Done.
But the Genshin cosplays were amazing. We saw a Femme Venti, which was what you wanted much.
No, it's Archon Venti, get it right.
I am standing by my statement.
Venti is already femme.
I mean, this was more of Unboys Your Venti, the picture I showed you. Yeah, you can't... I will resend that to you. Or I will put it on Twitter to tag you with it.
Holy music stops playing. Have I sent you that one yet?
Mm-mm. No, you haven't. So, by the way, what was that behind me in the picture? I got asked about that at the tavern. What was that oil refineries behind me?
Oh, the tavern? Those were oil platforms being maintained on.
Because Waggles' wife was asking about that in Discord, and I was like, I already forgot.
They're oil platforms.
Yeah.
Holy music stops.
Yeah, you never sent that when I sent that to you.
Whenever he talks about Venti bed, holy music stops. Whenever he disrespects Venti and doesn't believe in the Venti.
And I'm sure the meat was put in the fridge too, so I'm not worried about that.
Where the fuck did this go, bro?
Because that's going to be our next one.
Damn, that shit peaked.
Your crunch?
It peaked.
It peaked just from the bag.
I mean, it might as well do that. I'm gonna put this in right here. Maybe it'll be a little bit less noisy down here.
I mean, I lowered the gain and the sensitivity on this, and it's still
just picking that boy up. It just wants to pick those chips up, man.
But I'm not using my normal mic. I'm using a USB mic that's actually more sensitive than the XLR. because I'd be very picky with the XLR in general. But yeah, see,
Oh wow, yeah, that is really sensitive.
it's really sensitive. Even with the filters.
My left finger isn't. My left hand isn't even the good. Isn't even the good snap finger.
Yeah.
So he's actively adjusting that as we speak.
Let's try this. I'm actually quite curious.
All right, let me. Get
Nope.
Yep.
It doesn't matter what I do; it's just gonna happen. I try. I lowered it quite.
Oh yeah,
I lowered it quite a bit, and I'm so sorry. I can fix a lot of the audio later, but not all of it.
Yeah, well, this is what happens.
But here's the thing: people can also adjust the audio when they're watching.
True.
Because half the time I don't watch videos that are all the way max, and they're still loud as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually how I set my streams up for a reason too. People can adjust the audio.
I'm just kind of fascinated watching as this bar just boop, 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 boop,
It's very fascinating, especially when you're streaming. You have the game and that going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite fascinating when it happens. So Risky. So what did you rate this on Untapped?
I believe I gave it a straight 7 out of 10. Let's see. No, I gave it a 4. I gave it a 4 out of 5, so that's an 8.
Yeah,
Just good.
I mean, I would
earned it.
I would do the same thing. It's not perfect, but it's hard to get a perfect score. If you keep saying everything's a perfect score, then that's the point. You have to be realistic on your.
But it's pretty damn enjoyable, that beer.
Yeah, for something that we had no idea what to expect, it was quite good.
Scotland represent. I'm part Scottish, so let's go.
I'm Irish, so.
Clan Hopkins.
Irish from both sides, since my grandmother was actually a immigrant from Ireland. So.
Yeah, my family's all over the place, so. So how about brew number 2?
That piece for the collab too. Yeah, get the meat in some glasses.
Wow, really? It nearly peaked for me just doing.
Now it's saying fuck you.
Where was it made?
I don't know which fridge they put it in.
I don't know.
Because it was with all the stuff in the fridge.
I will go look for it.
I was asleep when that was put up. Yes, I took a nap before all this. So. Apparently my wife sneezed. Which I didn't hear. So, I'm going to move this out of the way. Now, this is one of 2 videos we're recording. We have another one as well. This is probably not going to be a 2-hour podcast. This is just mostly for us to stop at the trip and then just review our 3.
Right,
now,
so
the one is...
Got a glass right here for you, glass right here for me, and I'm going to have to get the knife over there to cut the label on this boy. So,
now, the one that we have is a mead that I bought. Now, I've discussed this meadery before a few weeks ago. It was actually about like a month ago because I was discussing different small businesses to support. Because we discussed always supporting local breweries. Support your local meaderies, too.
yeah, look and see around if you got one in your area, because DFW just got its first few years ago. Oh, this is an actual cork. Oh, boy.
Is it?
It is, so...
No, actually, there was a way to open this. Hold on. You mind if I...
Like that?
No, I mean... They put a thing on the side here.
Oh, I kind of stabbed that.
Did you?
Yeah, I did. 50 caliber knife.
Yeah, it's a cork.
Do I need to go get a corkscrew?
Ah.
Because I don't have one in the room. I don't drink wine.
Here's the thing. I don't either, although my tool, because I have like a whole mixing set.
Your tool.
Yes, it's very powerful.
So yeah, go get a corkscrew?
Yes, get a corkscrew.
Jesus.
Should I show this off while you're getting that?
Yes, you should.
Because I had no idea this was a corkscrew either. So
this is like maybe the second or third mead I've seen that has a cork.
Same, actually. So this is actually a call from. It's from Black's Ferry Meadery. It is a Texas meadery. I have linked this to a few of my friends because one had actually asked to. Actually, this was from the Grunfeld group I'm a part of on Facebook, and they were mentioning small Black-owned businesses to support. And this is a small family Black-owned business in the meadery. I actually did link this to my friend Joy because she's always interested in such things.
Pull all the damn tools out of the damn drawer today.
So
why couldn't we just do cans?
I mean, to be fair, I wanted to do this while we were here.
Yeah.
And this is a mango. Well, you could probably open it and I'll talk about it after it's poured.
Hold on, I'm going to look this boy up.
Okay, then I'll just keep reading.
No. Show me the barcode. Show me the barcode. No match. What's that one called? Black's Ferry?
Yeah. So, oh wow, this is a 16% mead too.
Well, good thing we're sharing it.
I know. In it for a small bottle.
Black's Cherry, Blackberry. What is it? Mango Lime?
Yeah.
Ooh, this thing's got a good fucking rating, man.
Yeah, it's at least a 4.
From West Columbia, Texas.
Yep.
And there's no long-winded description on tabs.
No, there's nothing on here either. All is 16% ABV. Ingredients are water, honey, mango or mango concentrate, lime juice, yeast, obviously, and potassium sorbate.
Yay!
So
potassium sorbate. That's important.
Lots. You see that in most meads that are sold in bottles. You see that in wine everywhere that's sold in bottles, and you see that in actually Grunfeld has that in theirs too. So
why do I have a feeling this thing's gonna like geyser on me?
I hope not. As far as I know, I don't think it's carbonated.
Holy shit, this thing's in there. That kind of looks lewd. Holy shit, this thing is in there, man.
You want to use your table to your right?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to actually get like a standing start on this thing, man.
I say use that one.
There we go.
Well, at least it wasn't carbonated.
Nope, but it still ended up going everywhere.
Mostly here.
Yeah, and a little bit on the floor.
Not very much, because it was pretty full in the
Well,
thing.
that's. Oh man, that smells interesting. Well, at least my
It smells nice now.
My couch is now sanitized by that 16 ABV. And it's just
it's content.
yeah.
It's content.
That is in there more than like 50-year-old wines, dude. Jesus.
I know. I've never seen that in.
I had to pull like with all my fucking strength to get this thing out of the bottle.
Yeah, because it was like about half an inch already in there from the tip here, so it was all the way in there.
And yeah, part of this cork is like fucking soaked, dude. All right.
So I'm leaving all this in here. I'm not editing this. At most, I'll edit like a few seconds after I started the recording. That's about it.
I get the fancy glass because fuck you.
I mean, I have a glass just like this. Let's
see here.
Yep. That seems like I got a little bit more than you.
Oh no. Oh no. Whatever am I gonna do?
Live on. Ooh, that heavy mango smell.
Oh, man, I smell the booze.
I smell the mango in the honey.
I smell the mango, and I smell honey, and I smell booze.
It's 16%?
16% ABV, and of course, because it's mead 0 IBU.
Yeah.
It is classified as a mellow mel on Untappd, made from honey and fruit. So
I mean, that's what most of mine always are. So.
Yep, that is what yours are.
Well, I wouldn't say that for the Earl Grey tea one coming up.
Yeah, that is true. Alright. God, I'm gonna have to wipe down everything in this fucking room because of that bottle. I'm just making sure none of it got on my fucking manga.
I don't think I went that far.
Specs again.
Yeah.
And tag your ass in there. Gotta get this staged for my stupid social media.
So you're seeing a different side of the podcast when we're together.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not waiting on the Discord broadcast delay here.
Yeah.
Also, we're just kind of taking a more casual tone to this. We're not in presenter voice for the entire thing.
No, we're not. Plus, there's no one who really chime in and chat like we do it live.
Well,
so.
plus, I've just been driving for 5 hours today prior, so
That's true.
This is as much presenter voice as you're gonna get from me, and this is with the boost of a Starbucks double shot espresso before we did this. All right, oh man, this is gonna be big.
I'm looking forward to this.
Combine the side.
So at you.
Let's go. Oh man. It's mangoes, it's limes.
It tastes about as boozy as one of mine.
You mean not?
No, I mean like the. You know how I get like an alcohol taste?
Yeah. I get an alcohol smell, but not a taste.
There's like well, I guess it's not only I can tell that, I guess. But it's something I can tell with the meads I've made.
Look at this. This guy gets in over his head after making 3 batches of mead.
You love both of the 3.
Well, both of the 3 that I've had, yeah.
Yeah, if you have the 3rd one in your fridge.
I do, and I need to try that at some point tonight, but that won't be on camera. Hell, I may just save it for next week for the beer strain. Who knows? Well,
yeah. And that was actually the one. Well, I'll call. Actually, it's in that Ray came up with for that one. Ray came up with the name for that one when we talked about next Saturday.
Oh yeah.
Because the raspberry one I came up with.
Blood sacrifice, right?
No, that was a cherry.
All right.
I called the raspberry the epitaph of Twilight.
Where'd that come from?
I was playing Dot GU when I started the batch.
Ah.
So I immediately thought of.
Oh my god! Dot hack. That takes me back. SAO before SAO, for those not in the know.
And for the Earl Grey tea, I thought of 2 things.
Watch Dot hack sign. You won't regret it.
I thought of 2 things with the one I have got right now. I was playing Destiny, but I was also
Yeah, I thought you told me you were gonna name the 3rd one after something for Destiny, right?
Well, I thought of a few things between because some of the stuff I was playing in Final Fantasy like a bard. Then you had Destiny 2, plus the also had Genshin.
Mm-hmm.
So I called it the Drifter's Ballad.
I like that.
Because I told you that on stream, and you loved that name on stream.
Drifter's Ballad.
Yeah.
Initial D music starts playing.
I thought that was just like
deja vu.
I remember that happened to Markiplier every time on the Do Not Laugh videos. He just kept getting sick
deja
of
vu.
it.
Yeah.
It's like, stop playing this song.
God, I love that fucking soundtrack so much. So it smells boozy, but it's not. And with some of these big boy, especially the trad meads, you can sometimes feel that burn as it goes down. This, no.
No, it's just a certain taste. You can tell when it's like a certain percentage. It's hard to explain that, to be fair, but it's how it's able to.
I've had 12s that have burned harder than this thing has. This thing doesn't burn though. I've had 6s that have burned harder than this.
I mean, you can tell it's above a certain percentage, which without it being a burn, just a certain kind of feel to it when you're drinking it. And that's how I could tell what mine were at.
It's like a piece of candy almost.
Like one of those, it's like one of those hard candies.
That's what it tastes like, honestly. It's as sweet as a hard candy. Which
it looks like the apple cider hard candies that are from the UK that I have at the house still.
Nice gold with a little bit of a slight hue of red there.
You know what's nice is I can say that mine are clear as well. My meads are all clear. The blueberry's definitely clear. You guys will look at that. Did you ever smell it?
The blueberry?
Yeah.
Not yet.
I'd tell you this way, Vicious Mockery was watering. Like almost every day, she was opening the bottle to get a whiff of it because she kept waiting on Callie to get his. And then he chose to change it to the 24-hour stream. So we do it also live on both of our streams.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, it's so worth the wait. Because they made him wait an entire week from the post office to get his stuff in.
And as I'm writing for the on-town review, like just what I just said, tastes more akin to a hard candy than it does alcohol.
It's not wrong, it's deceiving. You get full bottles by yourself, you will be feeling...
Yeah, this is one of those dangerous ones because you can't there is no save for the smell for me. There is no
because this was only a 6.6
hint of booziness on this boy at all.
Because this was only a 6.6 ABV.
And that one burnt harder than this does.
Yes, but it's also because of how it was aged and brewed.
Correct.
Nothing people realize when it comes to a lot of that stuff. But the batches of mead, the reason why I know it was above a certain percentage is when the stuff is floating, when you first start and the shit sinks from the hydrometer in the beaker, immediately, regardless of how much you're adding, you know for a fact, one, it ate all the sugar, so it's already a good high percentage. And then when you add more honey and it starts re-fermenting again, it's going to be even more. It's not going to go down because I didn't add any more water. I just added more sugar. Then I added I let it just sit. Then I siphoned it after I sanitized everything, siphoned it back into original bucket after I cleaned it out and sanitized. And then before I siphoned it, I literally added the hibiscus flowers and the berries. And then I poured the mead on top of it into the bucket before I closed it.
So yeah, I can definitely feel this boy hit though.
Oh yeah. I'm hoping we'll be fine for the saucer.
We have a ride there.
Sam's not. Oh wait, is your mom taking us?
Potentially.
Okay.
Depending on how we do after this and number 3. But number 3 is a very big wild card. And I will explain the reasons when we bring that boy out.
Also, we're drinking much faster than we usually do.
That is true.
The chips are also helping.
The chips do help. They're also a good palate cleanser, by the way.
Yes. Because salt and vinegar is the best chip. You can't change my mind.
You'll never change our mind. The only thing that comes close is pizza flavored chips in Japan.
Because here's a funny thing. Over in the UK and Scotland, like Kilsithian, loves salt and vinegar. Risky, loves salt and vinegar. So, but most people, a lot of people in the US do not seem to like salt and vinegar. They think it's too much.
I really want to try the prawn cocktail quavers over in the UK.
I wish I could find them online, but I know I could actually ask about that, but it'd be too much to send to me.
Because prawn and cocktail is apparently like a somewhat popular flavor over in the UK, and we don't get that over in the States. But I fucking love shrimp and cocktail sauce, so if I could get that on a chip, it'd probably be somewhat healthier for me than actual shrimp and cocktail.
I know we plan on finishing everything by 10 because I do want to get food at the saucer.
I do too, because I was hungry when I got back. And we got back at 5 o'clock, and it is 8:30 p.m. now,
Now,
as we speak.
Yeah. So, That's why if it seems like we're rushing, we probably are, but nah.
Yeah, we want to get this alcohol digested as quick as possible.
Yeah, we want food. And the saucer makes amazing food. I think I'm going for a pizza this time.
I'll probably go for a pizza too.
I'm sure I'll get shit like, what about your diet? I'm on vacation. It's like, what about your willpower?
Actually, we need to do it even earlier. Because
Sunday,
the kitchen closes at 9:40.
we're not going to make that in time.
Okay.
We're not going to make that in time, sadly. Not unless you literally stop at 9 to get there.
I mean, it's 8:32 right now. That's possible.
The only thing I could think of is literally for us to...
We wouldn't be driving.
No, we wouldn't be. Finish this. The thing is, how are we going to finish that bottle as well?
Expeditiously.
Depends on how it feels also going down. Because you can't rush anything a certain way.
This is assuming that bottle is still viable, because I had to clean a lot of crap off the outside of that bottle. This is why that one's a wild card. Is because I found it in the back of a walk-in cooler at my local bottle shop, and it's typically like a $15-$20 bottle, and I got it for $4. But it had some manner of dirt on the outside of it, and I'm just hoping to God that it isn't infected.
And that's saying did we ever find like an expiration date on it?
No.
Is it in this fridge?
It is in that fridge.
We're going to have to finish this and figure that out. If it's not, then...
Stay tuned. This is about to get wild.
This way, if not, then we'll stop. We'll finish this off after this if it's not viable.
And we'll just figure something out.
No,
No, I say we figure something out.
No, we'll just finish off with this, and then if it doesn't work out, we will then end the podcast. We'll do our outro, and then we will record the second video, and then go to the saucer.
What a buzzkill.
Where's your burping at?
I got all of it out of the way earlier today.
Yeah, I think a little bit out earlier.
I had food poisoning earlier today, so yeah, I got all of that out of the way earlier today.
I'm still laughing when I found I'm not stalled, though, when I closed that door to go.
Oh, yeah,
the anti-Trump.
Yeah, the anti-Trump graffiti. Which was quite surprising to find in a bathroom stall in the middle of shit stick nowhere, Texas.
Yeah, I'm glad at least one stall was working, because the other stall was broken.
Not surprising.
At a rest stop? No, not.
And of course you finished the mead before I finished the mead.
This is true, but you were also... No. You were doing your review, so...
Woo! That's a big boy.
It really is. That's why... I'm also drinking water, so at least I'm hydrated through a lot of this.
Hydration is key, ladies and gentlemen.
It's also what saves you from a hangover, by the way. For me, anyway. Or you can do what Ron Swanson does. Go to sleep with wet socks and have a flat iron steak in salted butter. That's what apparently works for him. That was a peek.
Of course it was. I put it in.
Hopefully that's not what she said.
You're the one that's going to have to upload this, so good luck getting that past TOS.
Okay, those jokes work for Sylvia, so I think I'll be fine.
Okay. I'm going to go get some glasses for...
I'm going to take a look.
Yeah, have a look at it. Let's see. So this is it. You can kind of tell by the condition of the label that this thing has seen
better days.
This thing has seen better days. Yeah, look at the back label. This thing's kind of...
It's worn the fuck out, so...
Yeah,
if it doesn't smell right when we know, it's
infected.
Because I cannot find a date on this. That's the problem. So we have no idea. So again, this was supposed to be a short podcast anyway, so if it doesn't smell right to us, we are not drinking this. That will get us both sick. Like, there is so much stuff on this.
Yeah, which this thing was shoved in like the absolute fucking back of that walk-in cooler.
So who knows how long this has been in there?
I would be willing to bet about 2 years.
It may not be good by then. I couldn't find a fucking date. At all. That's not good.
Oh boy. So you want to make a bet on this? Over under on this thing being infected.
I think
50% chance, 60% chance?
I think 60.
I think about 70. Honestly, this thing was really fucking dirty. But $4 for a potential Japanese beer I haven't had before.
You better praise your Archon.
Well, there's still carbonation in it, so that's a good sign. Alright, well, it smells like beer.
I mean, most things can smell like beer. The taste, if it doesn't taste good the first sip, no.
I will be the sacrifice here since I bought this.
Are you sure? Because you have to at least work tomorrow. I don't.
I mean, it's got like yeast and suspension still. And good carbonation. Probably looks fine. That's gonna have a off smell to it.
Let me, That does not smell good.
It's fine.
Is it?
It's fine.
It just has that weird smell.
Yeah, Japanese beers kind of do that sometimes. Now, what this may do to us later, we don't know. But we'll let you know.
I'll start with a little bit, just to see.
There's no off flavors on it. It tastes like ginger ale. Sweet ginger ale, but ginger ale.
Not to me.
What's it taste like to you?
Well, for one, nothing related to ginger ale. It was off-putting to me. Personally. Like, the more I smell, I just smell like bad yeast.
Well, it's certainly old yeast for sure. That's fine.
I'm not getting anything good out of it, personally.
It's fine to me.
Not to me. I'm not usually picky with anything I drink, and you know that, but this, no.
I think you're sucking yourself up, my man.
Huh?
I think you're sucking yourself up.
No, I had no expectations. But
just not fond of it.
No, I'm not. It's
a normal beer with a little hint of ginger in there for me.
It's like I get like an afterthought of ginger, but it's the weird smell is translated into the taste for me, and that's what's throwing me off.
Because I didn't get the carryover from weird smell to.
I did.
Because some Japanese beers, especially Hitachino, can have a weird smell.
Because I've had a few Hitachino and they were great. This though,
this is good, but it's not outstanding to me. But
I mean, I'll finish what's in the glass, but
this is mine.
Yeah, that's yours.
Man, I guess you're just gonna have to crack open another innocent gun, aren't you?
No, this is hurting my stomach too.
Then don't push it. Then
it's just one of those where it's like
he doesn't like the mystery bottle, guys.
No, it's more of I'm not picky with beer. Like I forget, I downed that fucking whiskey. No, you weren't there for the last part of that where I downed that whiskey, but I would rather have that than what I'm going through with this.
I mean, this thing does carry a average rating, 27,000 ratings of 3.25.
That's not good.
The thing is, most people shit on Japanese beers on Untappd. So
I mean, I've had a decent bit, especially from whenever we go to Mitsuwa, and when I picked up a Hitachino myself from Specs in Lubbock, and they were fantastic. Cause I did that on a video.
All right, well, they have some details on this beer that I'm going to explain very briefly here. This is from Kiyoshi Brewery in Nakashi, Ibaraki, Japan, which is about 2 hours northeast of Tokyo, the Tokyo Metro. 8% ABV, 18 IBU, and ginger ale is brewed using fresh, fragrant, raw ginger. Malts are Maris Otter, Munich, Crystal, and Chocolate. Hops are Chinook, Pearl, and Styrian Golding. Adjuncts, raw ginger. Original gravity, 1.078. I don't see many breweries put the original gravity in the...
No, I don't, and I've never even had a mead that's been over that, starting off.
What is Momiji? DC.
Because here's the funny thing.
I mean, one of my trusted friends on Untappd, Art, he gave this thing like a 2.5. Is that what you're thinking with this one?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, this is...
And the thing is, I've had a lot of beers since you and I have been drinking beer, and this is the one I'm just not on board with.
Mm-hmm.
And you know I'm not a picky person with beer.
Mm-hmm. Ginger brew.
But for me personally, it tastes spoiled. Now, I cleansed my palate with chips before I had this. And I had water. But...
this is a particularly old bottle.
How old are we talking?
Do you want me to tell you?
Yes.
8 years old.
That's the reason why it fucking tastes so off.
It doesn't taste off to me.
To me, it does. Like, you know, whenever I start like a certain batch of mead, and it has a certain smell even when it's trying to ferment, it has that off-putting smell.
It has an off-putting smell. I will 100% agree with you there.
The thing is, that translates into the taste, and it was that way with the blueberry before I saved it.
With that sip I had there, that I did get a little... Ooh, there's a little funk there.
Yeah, I've had that since I started.
Really?
Yes. That's why I'm like...
I mean, this thing
At least it was only $4 and not that full price.
I mean, it was worth a shot, and it's a Japanese beer I haven't had before.
But it's definitely not worth a certain high rating.
I see fear in your eyes, young Padawan.
No, it's more of I'm disgusted, and I fucking love beer. I've loved the Japanese beers I've had.
You know, I've had my share of Japanese brews that were mediocre before.
See, if it was fresh and what it was supposed to be, considering how old that bottle is, it probably tastes better.
This thing is from May of 2013.
That's the thing. So yeah, it's more than 8.5 years old.
I've had 12-year-old beer before. It wasn't good.
No, that's the thing is, this 8-year-old is probably as well No, that's gonna be an insult, so I'm not gonna say that.
Ooh, he's getting spicy here, guys.
I'm gonna say the way this tastes like the way you described the Billy Jenkins. With how old it is.
Really, it's that bad to you?
That's how bad it is to me.
Good. Well, the thing is, the Billy Jenkins for me is like literally like a 0.
It smells. I mean, it smells different in yours, but for me, it just smells so.
Yeah, this thing's not fun to smell.
You see what I mean? And I get the same taste out of that in mine.
You know, when I sip it after having a big sniff of it, yeah, it's not fun.
That's the reason. You see why.
But if I don't sniff it, it's
I can't help that. Though.
No, I know, I understand that.
That you see why I'm going with it. It's like it's not fear. It's just. Oh my god! How could somebody just let something sit in the back and not just keep it in front?
They lost track of it. They lost track of it, and I know for a fact that bottle shop underwent 2 different ownerships in that time.
Oh.
Now they're on the 3rd since I've started going there.
Hopefully, after he saw that bottle, he started checking.
when he saw that bottle, he was like, "Put this shit on clearance as soon as possible and get it out of here."
Hopefully, he started checking everything that was like that because it's gonna take the wrong person drinking something, and that's gonna be bad for them.
Yeah, well, we'll see if this makes me sick, but I don't think it will. I have had beers that have made me outright sick.
But from mine, you can see why.
Because it smells off, but it doesn't taste infected. I've had several infected brews, including one that was intentionally infected. And those beers would literally...
I did not breathe when I did it. I got the same fucking thing. Okay, I know exactly what that tastes like.
What?
Things I enjoy it. Okay. Never had told you I've had Vegemite and Marmite.
Oh no.
You know how that's like yeast?
Yes.
It's like that, but in a more carbonated liquid form. But not in a good way.
I mean, the off smell that I'm getting is the yeast, for sure. That is 100%.
Because here's the thing, because I actually finished off the Marmite I had at the house, and I didn't realize I had so little left in the container. Because I had some.
But Marmite's supposed to be like kind of good.
Marmite is good, but this is like if you had instead of like being like on toast, think of it like it's more liquid.
So just literally
drinking
just
yeah. Think like that without.
I would not do that with Marmite.
Because a little goes a long way.
Now that you bring this up, this thing tastes like Marmite with a dash of ginger.
And the thing is, I love Marmite.
I do too. It's
thing is, I don't add so much to it.
It's just
I don't add so much to toast though.
I don't dislike this beer, but I'm not impressed by it. It's all right. It's all right.
And this is something you hear from both of us. Now, remember, it took me a bit to figure out because I literally chose not to smell it and taste it, and that's when I'm like,
it's exactly what I expected from a bonger I got for $4.
But man, I feel like we'll probably finish this video off, because I cannot finish mine.
That's fine. That's fine.
I don't think you could probably finish that whole bottle either.
I can finish what's in this glass.
That's it. So we're gonna end. It's a little after an hour. That's fine.
This is unfortunate that we had to end it on a low note here.
It's rare for that to happen. Remember, this is also recorded once. We're not going for the full thing we do. It's a small little thing. Also, be easier for me to upload actually. So I hope y'all tuned into like the story we had from the convention, the trip. Because we had fresh sushi. Oh yeah, we didn't talk about the sushi.
Oh yeah, the fresh catch. Yeah.
But all of you who are in the Discord,
I took him and his wife to my favorite. It's the only Japanese place, legit Japanese place on Galveston Island, and it's Yamato Sushi. And as much of their stuff as they can get that day is fresh catch from the Gulf. It's amazing. It is. It's as good, and it's run by legit. It's run and owned by a legit Japanese guy,
yes.
And it's as good as sushi places that I've had in Japan.
And for the Discord I'm a part of, it has a food section. I posted all these pictures in all those Discords for those who have subbed to me on YouTube, because I know all my subscribers have been from all of you who are part of that community, or I should say communities.
That golden eye snapper, the Kimadai.
I mean, I showed you the comment from one person, but they don't follow me on Twitch, or YouTube, so it wouldn't matter. But a lot of people wanted that; they were jealous.
Honestly,
you can't finish the glass either.
I'm not impressed with this. I'm gonna drain pour it.
You're like me on that.
It's a drain pour.
So we're gonna wrap up to do this. Then we're gonna record our snack, which is gonna help cleanse our palates.
Yeah.
And then we'll go to saucer. So, for those who tuned in, thank you. I think you should be fine to drive since it's not that bad.
No, I'm fine. Yeah.
Because not even the mead has been that.
I mean, yeah, just whatever.
For those who enjoyed the disgust that I definitely had, which is rare. I don't usually show disgust for a beer ever.
And I rarely show indifference, but here we are.
Because as soon as I described what it was, then it clicked in your head too.
Yeah, and they're just like, oh.
Because it's literally Marmite if they added so much water while keeping its strongness
now
in a beer form.
Now I'm getting that smell strong. And
the more you have it, the worse it gets.
The warmer it gets, the more that smell comes out.
So again, this is a recorded one, so that's why it's not the full 2 hours, because there's no audience to really do that. Plus, we had no tangents because our weekend was good.
Yeah, we've literally been tangenting everywhere we've been going to, like, the last 3 days. So
not as bad. I mean, when not as bad as we can do live.
Yeah.
Not as bad. Because I know all of you were jealous from the German tavern. I know Risky was. He kept saying, well, what about your willpower? I'm on vacation.
I'm on vacation. That's my willpower.
It's like, when do I get to eat something good? Because I live in the middle of nowhere. This is true, though. Unless I'm cooking the food myself.
Perfect.
Barely perfect.
Yeah.
So, I've been Zara.
I've been Dread Pilot Haru.
Thank you for tuning in. I think you'll probably like the next video more than this. But if you enjoyed how our vacation went, you can still ask me live on stream. You can also ask questions next Saturday on... Let me pull up the calendar because I don't remember days. The 6th.
Oh, 6th. I was about to say the 7th.
The 6th. So on the 6th, you can actually ask us more when I put this on YouTube tomorrow.
Right. I kind of forgot today was Sunday for a sec there.
Yeah. It's also Halloween.
Happy Halloween, guys.
Happy Halloween. This has been the Beer Bros.
Sayonara.
Ta-ta.